welcome to Heuristique. My name's Nico and I'm one of the readers on this channel. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna do your daily tarot. It's general, it might not resonate, you can flip the rolls, there's no time on it, I don't know what else to say. So let's get shuffling. Hopefully there's something in it for everyone that watches. Again! Oh my god, this is the second time this has happened. Last week, Friday, we got the exact same card. Whoa, maybe if you resonated with last week's reading, this one might really be resonate too. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's... I don't want to finish that sentence until I pull two more cards. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Phoenix and Golden Egg came out together. Holy moly, what is going on this Friday for you guys? So, that's insane. I'm floored. So I think this is you. And you're very aware of this connection. You know exactly who, instantly when you clicked this video, you thought of someone. You knew exactly which person you were like thinking of. And I do want to say, you know, if this is really, it's not gonna be for everyone, but for the group I'm channeling, this really does feel like the one. You know, I don't think we really have a one, but like the closest you can get to like the one, if you will. This person, you guys have so much in common, you mirror each other, you're already aware of everything I'm saying. I just feel like I'm repeating something to someone that's like, I know. Looking into their eyes, it's like looking into your own. It's beautiful connection, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you've just been sailing about, is what I'm hearing, you know? You've just been getting to your day-to-day, you've been, you know, going through the waters, like feeling this connection, but just riding it. And what's happening this week is insane. With the B card that came out with Phoenix and Golden Egg, it's like you just have the trifecta here, really. Trifecta, I love that word. So I'll start with it, Phoenix. This person, it's like they took a fall. I'm hearing fall from grace. You know, they took a heavy hit somewhere in their life recently, or at least within the past year is what I'm hearing. They just, something happened. I just instantly, is all I'm being told. Something happened in their life. And ever since that thing's happened, they have just been a busy bee trying to work up. You know, the fall from grace is the hardest part, but it is the best and one of the most enlightening experiences you can have, you know? It's a humbling experience. It brings you back down to earth. It grounds you. And at the end of the day, it allows you, if your foundation is unstable, it needs to go. You know what I mean? Who wants to build a house on quicksand? No one, because it doesn't work and it's just gonna keep sinking no matter how many times you build that house. So I think this is what this person learned. Something about their foundation was very unstable and they've been working like a busy little bee to like build it back up. And I think what's interesting is you might feel neglected by this person is what I'm hearing now. It's like they've been a busy bee, they've been doing their own thing, you know, they haven't really been paying attention to you. You're kind of just sitting there like, do I even matter anymore? Like, do you even care about me? Like, you know, they might always be at work, never messaging you, busy. I'm just getting that. Busy bee. They've been so busy. And I think the beautiful thing is what they've been hiding from you, or like, if not directly hiding, then like unintentionally hiding, is this golden egg, which is like the golden egg of the heart chakra. It is the truest, in my opinion, expression of love. That's how I always kind of see it in this deck. But it stays an egg and it stays hidden and nested until it's time for it to hatch. And now I'm almost hearing like birds, like little chicks, like tweet, 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 tweet. So I think it's about to hatch. I think this is the week it hatches. 444, like stability. What was I talking about? Like now that they've built up this stable foundation, they feel like it's time. They're like, you know what? I'm in a good place now. I have like my ducks in a row, if you will. Something about them is just like, they took their fall from grace, and I want to say they did it very elegantly. Okay, elegant might not be the right word. Instantly, I think you took your fall from grace elegantly. Because with the mirroring, it's like you've already kind of been through this in a way. If not been through this, then just, yeah, been through this. You've been through something similar, you know, with the mirroring and all that. You handled yours very elegantly. They handled theirs very, elegant on the surface, but not really anywhere else. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to rip your person. It's just the truth. Like, you handled it very gracefully. You know, you sort of sailed across this difficult water. But I'm kind of getting from them, it was a little bit more of a catastrophe internally. If it didn't appear that way externally, then it definitely like really felt like that to them. Sorry. So pretty much the nice thing is they got to the root of it, is what I'm hearing, you know, whatever the foundational shakeup was that kept causing their tower to collapse over and over and over again. And that's what happens with the universe, right? They keep presenting us the same lesson until we really learn it and master it. Otherwise, you keep getting the tower card. The tower is going to keep falling if you keep building shitty towers. Like, common sense. So with the Phoenix, they're on a rise again, you know? This card, it does, that's the whole thing with Phoenix, death, that whole cycle. Like, there's an ending, but then there's also a beginning, right? There's the fall, but then there's the rise. Think of it as like a slingshot, right? It has to pull you back to sling you forward. And this person's coming at you, nice and hot, with an egg. Not just any egg, a golden egg, you know? You might be watching this around Easter, perhaps. It's just something about it, like, it's finally being shared, kind of. Oh, this whole week has been all about secrets. And almost every single video, it's been like all like, just like quiet secrets and like little chitter chatter, and I don't know what about that, but once again, I have to be honest, it feels like another secret is coming to light. Like the 5th reading this week, that's like someone or something telling its truth. This does feel like a someone. Instantly when I got the Swan card, I always just know I'm dealing with a romantic. I've never read this as not romantic, and I don't think I ever will, just because swans mate for life. That's something a lot of people don't know. Swans are monogamous. And with the mirroring card, just every time, every time, I just know it's gonna be about 2 people who are, I'm not gonna say in love, but you know, in that arena. So let me get one card for you, because I almost want to see if there's any advice, or when this does happen, you know, this person, because I am getting they've neglected you heavily, and they know they've neglected you. That's the thing. They're not, it's in another reading this week, you know, the person kind of came back with an attitude almost, and like wasn't really owning up to the stuff they did. But in this case, this person like has had time to feel it, you know, they've actually felt through it. And they know they've been neglecting you. Weird. You got Gazelle. So with this card, you know, I see the sun setting in the back. So I wonder if you thought this was over, you know? Now I'm hearing Katy Perry's Never Really Over. It's one of her songs. Butterfly, damn. This is going through a huge change, you know? Another card that almost talks about like the death process. So I almost wonder, and this is kind of funny now. So while they've been working, while they've been dealing with their SHIT, you know, preparing this golden egg for you, like I'm literally hearing they've been like preparing it, sitting on it, making sure it's warm, whatever, like they've just been getting this ready for you, you know? And you've almost been going through your own change, you know? You've been accepting this ending, accepting other endings in your life, I'm hearing. With the butterfly card, it's a change, right? It talks about transformation. From from larva to cocoon to butterfly. So you've gone through this transformation, and every time I get the butterfly card, I always think of a giant diamond, you know? It kind of just looks like that to me. And I do want to say you're like the diamond in the rough. And this person is always, yeah, they have though. They've always known it, but they weren't willing to invest is what I'm hearing. Which makes sense, you know, everyone has their reasons. But yeah, it's almost like I'm hearing like kicking themselves, because I think this person has realized if they had just invested from the start, it would have gone a lot better. You know, they wouldn't have had to do this whole B thing. They wouldn't have had to have this like fall from grace almost, you know. But they very much so accept it as part of their journey and part of their lesson. It's like there's no reason to get, you know, too mad at themselves, because they're like, they can't change what they did. They're sorry about it, and they're coming forward to apologize and like make things right almost, is what it feels like. And you've been just like accepting this ending. You kind of don't care where it goes. It's not that you don't care about them. It's just once you go through certain changes, it's very hard to go back, you know? Once we change our mindset from an unhealthy one to a healthy one, it's hard to revert back to the unhealthy mindset unless we're really dragged back into it by something. And normally it's ourselves dragging us back into our own bullshit. So with these two cards, I am sensing that you found a lot of peace, and even just the way you're presenting the swan, like floating through, as I said, you're Gucci. You're more Gucci than Harry Styles, baby. Like, you have it together, you know, and you're very balanced. Water, fire, air, like the only thing we're missing is earth. So you're very, yeah, you're getting about your life very well, I want to say. I want to give you like round of applause almost. As I said, you handled this situation, this change, right? For them, it was a fall from grace. For you, it was a little different. Not exactly a fall from grace. I do think you've been through one of those before. But yours was more so accepting change is what I want to hear. Almost an acceptance of fate is what I'm hearing, which is a little different than a fall from grace. And I think, as I said, you did it very elegantly. You were very elegant, graceful about it. So just like, round of applause for you, like 10 out of 10, A+, gold star. And, you know, now that you got the gold star, you're gonna get the gold egg. And I do think this is gonna be a very, what's the right word? Rewarding. That's how it feels. It feels rewarding. It feels like, you know, you put in all this hard work. You've worked on yourself. You've made the changes. You've like, I'm just seeing a checklist, like the universe holding a checklist and looking at everything you've done or what you were supposed to be doing, right? You know, there's that whole thing where before we're born, we apparently sign life contracts, you know, before we come into this universe. It's most of our path is already set out. And then it's just our free will that, you know, aligns us or unaligns us. Or at least I kind of believe somewhat along that line. And a little side note, if you look in your birth chart, you should check your 12th house out, because that can tell you a lot about your past life and the karma you might carry through this life. Side note, anyways, what I'm trying to say is after, it's like you've check, like the universe is just impressed. Like you've just impressed the universe. They're like, damn, this star seed is really excelling. Like you're growing, baby. You're growing into a strong oak tree. And yeah, the universe is impressed and they're gonna reward you on your success. Oh, did that rhyme? Yeah, it did. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a phenomenal week. Well, looks like you will. And I'll see you guys next week in the videos. Okay, bye.